Hi, my name is Carla Hudson. I am a resident of Bellefontaine Neighbors, and I live in Ward 3. Uh, our um, our community is separated into four different wards, and I am in the section that encompasses Ward 3. I have been a resident. I have been a resident for more than 6 years. Actually, I have lived in Bellefontaine Neighbors for more than 10 years. The first 4 years that I lived in the community, I lived in Ward 4 and I was considered a renter. I moved out of Bellefontaine Neighbors and moved into Ferguson, but I purchased my home here in Bellefontaine Neighbors. So that is where I am currently residing as a homeowner. I became involved in the community as soon as I purchased my home. I've always voted. I haven't missed a single election. I have always wanted to know how I could contribute to the community, so I've always been involved in the community. For the City of Bellefontaine Neighbors, I was the Human Relations Commission Chair, which is the liaison between City Hall and the residents. So whenever the residents had concerns or needs, they would call me and my committee to assist with those needs. So I've been working with the and it was mainly seniors that would reach out to me on a regular basis. So I have worked with assisting them with whether it being they need a washer or dryer, a refrigerator, or food boxes. I would go pick up their food boxes and deliver them to their homes. Also, at City Hall, I haven't missed a single Board of Aldermen meeting. And so all of this experience, the volunteering and going to all of the meetings, it gave me a clear knowledge of what was going on at City Hall. So during those board meetings, I realized there was a lot of things that were not being done that I wanted to see get done. And so that encouraged me to run for office within the city. And for the City of Bellefontaine Neighbors Ward 3, we have a unique opportunity to where we have 2 seats that are open. We have a 4-year seat and also a 2-year unexpired term that ends in 2028. So when it was time for us to go and file for what seats we wanted to run for, I filed for both. And so a lot of the community is concerned about not having representation should I win both seats. Should I win both seats, I can only serve in one, which is, a natural thing. However, we have processes already set up to where if there is a seat that's available, that's vacant, it could be filled by the current mayor and the full board of aldermen. And so I am asking for votes for both seats so that we can make a change and make a difference in the City of Bellefontaine Neighbors. We have a lot of issues going on right now to where we have lost our bond rating. We haven't had an audit since 2021, 2022, and it's difficult for us to get things done in the community without having a bond rating because we cannot borrow money. So I have a financial background. I've worked in municipal government for 8.5 years. I am an office manager for a small nonprofit at this time. And as office manager, I work within finance, budgeting, and also, getting the bills paid and running the office. In addition, I have training in conflict resolution, collaboration. I know how to compromise, and I am flexible in giving everyone a voice. It's very important that when you step into a politician's role to work in municipal government, that you understand that you have to be able to compromise. You have to be respectful. You have to be able to truly hear and collaborate with other board members in order to get anything done. Right now in the City of Bellefontaine Neighbors, we have more than 87% of our ordinances that are outdated. Excuse me. We have more than 87% of our ordinances that are outdated, and they are not in conjunction with the Missouri state statutes. So it's going to take a lot of work to bring our ordinances current, to meet the Missouri state statutes. One of the things that a lot of people do not understand is that without our ordinances being in compliance with the state statutes, you really can't get any work done. Part of our role as an alderperson is to legislate. At this time, we should not have over 87% of our ordinances outdated. So that is one of my focuses. In addition, we have to work to get our staff that works for City Hall. Right now, they're operating on a skeleton crew. That needs to change. We had a mass exodus of staff leaving because they didn't feel appreciated. I've been going to the board meetings and asking them, as these employees are resigning and going to work for other municipalities, we should have some sort of process so that we can see why they're leaving. There's a lot that we have to do to regain the trust of the staff and the community. We can do better than we're doing right now. And it's going to take all of us, all of the residents, and all of the board. Right now, there's lack of transparency. We have no idea what our true financial status is for the city. We must first look at our finances and see what's really going on. At our 2021-2022 audit, the auditing firm found that we had about $1 million that was unaccounted for. Now, I'm not saying that someone stole that money, but due to the lack of having that oversight over the finance department, we have no idea what's going on. And the current administration is doing everything they could possibly do to not work with the auditing firm. And we're talking about the audit from 2021, 2022. We are now in 2026. That has to change. We need to know what our true financial status is so that we can move forward, get repairs done to the city. Another concern that I had is that we had $690,000 that has to be returned to the U.S. Treasury in unallocated ARPA funds. The current administration could not come to an agreement on how to best utilize that money. We've got problems going on at City Hall to where the roof is leaking. Our boiler is not working at our rec center. Our streets are in such disrepair to like you're driving through caters trying to get through the community. We need for all of that to change. We need a team of people who's going to do what's best for the citizens of Bellefontaine Neighbors. Bellefontaine Neighbors needs me. I've been a volunteer. I go to all the meetings. I'm well aware of everything that's going on. And I know there's some things that they cannot be transparent on. However, there are some things that they can be. And the fact that we can't get sunshine requests issued to us, we have no idea what our true financial status is. So I'm asking all of the community, get involved, call, ask questions, hold those people accountable, hold me accountable, when I'm elected. And so there's a lot we can do and work together. The one problem that we've had over the last 4 years is that, the board members don't work together. We must restore respect. We must restore honesty, transparency. We must collaborate. We must also communicate effectively. And so that's one of the things that really, really pressured me, well, not pressured me, but encouraged me to run, because I want to be the change that I want to see. And I'm certain these are the same changes that the community needs. Now, I am a lifetime Girl Scout. I've been a Girl Scout leader since 1990. Yeah, 1990 was when I first became a Girl Scout leader. I completed all the training. I was also a trainer for Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri. One of my best courses that I was teaching was outdoor cooking. During that time, we had a lot of a lot of times to where we lost power due to really bad storms, and it seems like that has not changed today. Another thing that I was able to teach was, conflict resolution, how to handle those difficult conversations and that difficult situation to where you had to calm people down, work on, what you could do to solve the issue while addressing the issue. The one thing that I have come to realize is that mutual respect is a must. If everyone is hostile and angry, we have to take a step back and look at how we can better serve the community in any situation that we are in. I have been a volunteer manager for different organizations, such as for Blues at the Arch. I've coordinated some of the volunteers. However, most of my volunteer service was for St. Louis Art Fair in Clayton. I want to say for more than 10 years. At this time, I am the office manager for a small nonprofit here in St. Louis, and it's important to be able to maintain relationships, give good customer service, and be able to communicate with elected officials, upper management, and also my colleagues. Another thing that I have done is I feel like I've been a volunteer all my life, basically. The majority of my volunteer service is with Girl Scouts. I now have adult children, so I am just a Girl Scout member at this time, so I am no longer involved with training or helping with any troops, but I do support them when they're selling Girl Scout cookies. Another thing that I am a neighborhood leadership fellow in the 2026 cohort, so I'm learning a lot about policy and my personal goals, my personal leadership plan. Also learning more about the communities, St. Louis City, and all of the connecting counties. This has been a great learning experience for me, as I didn't know much about policy at that time, but I'm gaining knowledge every time we meet, and that's pretty exciting for me. That has also encouraged me, this course has also encouraged me to get into politics, because I feel like my voice is important. What better way to, show what my interests are and how I can help the community and the state than to start at the local level and then move forward. There's a lot that I can learn. We learn from each other every day, and I'm ready for this job. So let's see here. Another thing, my governance approach would be to, lead by example, ask the right questions. If I don't know the answer to something, do my due diligence to find out the answer to those questions. I'm really looking forward to doing this hard work, because this work is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. There's a lot of different personalities you'll be dealing with, and having the type of training that I have, I know different leadership styles. I earned my DEI certificate through Cornell, so I've had training on DEI and learning about things that we have more things that connect us and that'll help us deal with each other than we don't. And so I'm looking forward to working with the community, working with the staff, and working with other board members. Another thing that's a concern for me for the city of Bellefontaine Neighbors is public safety. At this time, and I believe other communities are shorthanded where police are concerned. However, I know for a fact that we just recently took 4 police officers out of the budget. And I think that that was a huge mistake, because when you look at the police, they are already short staffed. They can't be every place at one time. And so when the community knows, or when bad actors know that you're short staffed and they know you can't be every place at the same time, then things tend to get out of hand. One of my first things would be to fully staff City Hall, our police officers. Right now, we don't have enough staff to provide the services that the community deserves. So we need to get fully staffed. Our finance office needs to be fully staffed with individuals who are qualified for those positions. Right now, we are operating off of part-time consultants. Our city clerk is a part-time individual. How can you expect to get anything done when you don't have the proper staff to be able to provide the services that our taxes pay for? So those are some things that we must really, really, really get a handle on. One of my first orders of business would also be to support the city administrator position that's in the budget, but we've never fulfilled that position. That is something that we really need. And then that city administrator would be able to supervise the staff in the building, because our mayor position is not a full-time position as well. So there's a lot that we can do, to get things going in the city of Bellefontaine Neighbors, and we can bring this back to be a great community. It was beautiful when I moved here as a renter. Now I see on a daily basis that things are going downhill. We can bring this back. We can make sure that we've got youth programs. We can have programs for our seniors. We can get our rec center up to par. And I just think it would be great if we could do all this together. So let's see. So I'm looking at, okay, that's a different one. Okay, so we have talked about our my community priorities. Again, those priorities would be to fully staff our police department and the staff at City Hall, get our finances in order. We must get our finances in order. I have been trying to get the community to sign a petition audit so that we could get the state to come in and do an audit of our books. After that is done, we need to make sure we do a forensic audit for the past 10 years. We have no idea where that money has gone, and we also do not have any idea of if that money could even be recouped. But going through a forensic audit would give us more information as to how we could try to hold those accountable for the mismanagement and all of that. Now, the situation with the ARPA funds, we must make sure we send that money back. The money was due, you had to allocate that money by December 2024. Some of the current board members who are now running for office at this time, they were part of the group that would not allocate that money, and they got up and left out of a Board of Aldermen meeting. Therefore, since we did not allocate that money by December 31st, 2024, we are required to send back $690,000 in unallocated ARPA funds. April 30th, 2025, the final report was due. To date, we still have not filed that report, and we still have not sent that money back. And here we are a year after the fact that money needed to be returned. There will also be penalties involved. And I feel the current board needs to be held accountable for all of those mistakes. And we should hurry up and get that money sent back as soon as possible. I'm not understanding why we are still holding on to those funds, because they are not our funds to keep. And so my final request is that you do your research on all of the candidates. Make sure you do your research on all of the candidates. And if you decide that I am the best candidate, I am asking for your vote for both seats in which I am listed as the number one candidate on both ballots. It's for City of Bellefontaine Neighbors, Ward 3, Alderperson 4-year term, Alderperson Ward 3 2-year unexpired term expiring 2028. I thank you for your time. If you have any questions at all, you could give me a call. My number is 314-324-8317. My email address is chudsonward3@gmail.com. And I thank you for your time.
I'm here, Carla.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. I have about 4 screens over here and a laptop, and my cursor got lost on me. So give me a second.
I understand that.
That was awesome. You spoke
Thank
very
you.
well. You spoke very, very well.
Yeah, I'm getting over pneumonia, and it's like this cough just won't go
Really.
away.
Yeah. But you know what? You didn't cough throughout your
I
dissertation. So
like once or twice, but
yeah,
this is
so that
better
was
than it
good.
would have been last week, I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Yes.
But you know what? My wife even said it. She said, you know what? We get every season in 1 week.
Yes, we did.
Every season from below zero to 88 or something, like 89 degrees.
Yes. And
Snow,
last
sleet,
Sunday we even had sleep.
and snow.
Yes.
So that's different. That's different. Man, but you did sound good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up getting in studio and put some things together and put my drops in and all those type of things. But that was great.
Thank you.
Um, and then what I'll do is I'll shoot you over a snippet and let you take a look at it. At least you can see it and see yourself. Like I said, I'm here to make you look your best and sound your best.
Thank you so much.
No, I thank you actually. Believe it or not, you're my first leader on 314 Civic Exchange. So thank you and
Nice,
congratulations.
nice.
So when you look, so when our grandkids and great grandkids are looking at this 15 years from now, you can be like, I was the first one on there.
Yes. And it's funny because I'm looking at the picture that's behind me. Yes,
Uh-huh.
that's my aunt, my grandma, and my mom. Yes,
Awesome.
so that makes me feel good.
Good. They're
That
watching over you. They're right
they're
over your
right here
shoulder.
with me. They're
They're
right
right
here
over your
with me.
shoulder.
Yes.
But Carla, thanks so much. Best of luck with your election. Hope everything
Yes.
goes well. But you express yourself extremely well. And if people are listening, they hear you.
Thank you.
They definitely hear you. So in the meantime, have a great weekend. Give everyone my best, and we'll speak again soon. You know, by the middle of next week, sometime at the latest.
Okay.
Because what I'm planning on doing, just to let you know, I'm planning on running this twice. I'm looking to run it next week and then the week of the election.
Okay.
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 And then I'll let you know so that we can schedule it and you can get them all in your social media and posts and all that good stuff so everybody will know and they'll peek in and take a look at it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a
And
great day.
I am so happy that you reached out to me because I was thinking, how did he find out my name?
Well, the thing was is that I was looking at what really spurred me. It came quicker than I expected, but the local elections was popping up. And I'm like, wow, everybody's having local elections. So, at least let me start building a bridge to let these leaders know that there's a place where you can come and have real transparent conversation and speak with us,
Yes.
our people. and they can understand. You'll be able to have interacting, engaging conversations, because I will be moderating. It won't be a host. It'll just be your town hall space. You speak and they ask questions. We show up on the screen. You see them, you answer them right there directly, and all that good stuff. It's gonna get much better.
Nice, nice.
And then if it's a point that I'm not putting it in there, but if you don't win the election, please still come here with us. We like
yes,
leaders.
yes.
We like leaders, people that actually put the boots on the ground and help get things done.
Yes, yes.
That's important.
Believe me, I'm not moving.
Good.
And I'm not going away.
Good. So yeah, I'm not going away either. I'm just warning you right now.
I like my little house.
I know that's right.
Yes.
So I'm just letting you know I'm not going away either. So we're both in the same boat.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Carla, thanks so much. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, so what do I do? I guess the screen will just go away.
Yeah, I go ahead. You just close it. I'm getting ready to remove us from out of this, and everything is going to be fine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.